It didn't take you 3 weeks to get into this shape. It's not gonna take you 3 weeks to reverse it. Yo, my people, okay, drop the fat, get out the deficit, live your life. We're gonna dive into it today because a lot of you guys, you've been in a deficit for 2 to 3 years. Come like they're going Dagestan, bro. We need to resolve this because I'm not happy with how long it's taken a lot of you guys to get in shape. Today we're gonna break it down. This will be the last video you have to watch about calorie deficits, okay? So first of all, if you're not losing weight, I'm sorry to tell you, the deficit has expired. So what begins as a deficit is not going to end as a deficit. So like just say, yeah, for example, Kazim, you start your deficit at 2K, it works 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you're losing weight. Now the problem is some people think that 2K is going to get them abs. It doesn't work like that, bro. Your body is going to adapt. That's going to become your new maintenance, yeah? How do we get in a deficit first? First, you need to establish what is your maintenance calories, how much you can eat and just maintain. If you don't know that, then bro, you're setting yourself up for failure because you're gonna go straight into an aggressive deficit. There's gonna be no wiggle room, akhi. And if there's no wiggle room, you know what's gonna happen, Kazim? You're gonna quit because it's gonna be too hard. You started off in the deep end when you can't even swim. So listen, first, establish what's my maintenance calories, then take off. I'll say, yeah, for most guys, 300 calories, because you're gonna have to do this for a long time. And by a long time, yeah, I mean, if you got more than 50 pounds to lose, you're probably gonna have to do this for more than 6 months. So you need to start off with the minimal effective dose. A lot of you guys, you're not even moving. So your steps are like 2K, cool. You don't have to go straight to 10K. You can go to just 8K. From 2K to 8K, you've just quadrupled your step count. If you commute to work, get off a stop early. Start marching. When I say marching, bro, walk with purpose. Don't just be your head down, oh, I've got to do these steps. You're adding life to yourself, bro. You've been a zombie. It's time to do the work now. March with purpose, so walk with purpose. Get your 8K steps in every single day. Even if it's raining, bro, go outside. Get wet, who cares? Next, the training. This is where a lot of guys go wrong. You want to be in the gym for 2 hours doing what? On weights as well. This is where you're going wrong, guys. Come on, man. You need for weights, 1 hour maximum. Because I'll tell you the problem with 2 hours, Uncle Kaz. The more you do, the harder it is gonna be to stay in that deficit, bumba clot. Why is it gonna be difficult? Because you're burning too much. You're doing too much, bro. You're doing like 10 exercises for one body part. We ain't got PEDs, bro. We don't need all these exercises, all these variations. You just need effective sets. What's an effective set now? A set that is close to failure. Listen, you don't have to go to failure. You gotta just take it there. Leave a couple reps in reserve, that's it. If you do that, that's enough to stimulate. Like if you've been training for like more than 2 to 3 years, bro, you've already got good muscle mass. You're just fat. Reduce them sessions down, bro. You only need 3 sessions a week. I believe there's 168 hours in a week. I think you can commit 3 of them back to your body, you know, back to wifey. Wifey don't like this body, bro. You think wifey signed up for this? Some man were in sick shape before they met wifey. Now they get wifey. Wifey's feeding them bare meals, getting them all soft and fluffy, like candy floss. You need to pattern up, because wifey don't like that, you don't like that, and it's a big problem. I talk about mental health a lot. I think a lot of guys are struggling with that as well, because they don't have no outlet. They don't have a safe space where they can just be a bit aggressive, just be a man, blow off some steam. Instead of crashing out at yard, bro, just go to the gym, blow off some steam, and you'll feel good. So there's many benefits of getting in shape. Just know that plateaus are gonna happen, and it's normal. And it doesn't mean that you're failing. It just means that you've just hit a milestone, and to get to the next level now, it's just gonna take a bit more of a bigger deficit to get to the next level. There's 2 levers to pull. Either the input, which is the food, or the output, which is your steps, your cardio, your weight training, right? So whichever one's easier for you, pull that lever, and then that will get you to the next level. And then to get really lean now, it's just about how long can you do this for? Every single person can get abs. I know some of the man them common in the South Asian community, oh, my genetics, we can't get abs. Bro, it's your home food, bro, it's them curries. Talking about you can't get abs. Of course you can get abs. It's them oily foods that you're eating, that's why you can't get the abs. You can't abstain from it for long enough to see the abs. That's the only reason, but genetically, of course you can get abs. Every single person's got abs. Yeah, we're gonna dive into it more. We're just driving to the gym. Let me reserve some chakra, because I got a train as well. I can't give you guys all my energy. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. You know I'm the greatest trainer ever, so you know what to do. Click the subscribe. If you need one-to-one coaching, hit the link. All right, let's go to the gym. You know the thing, I'm gonna show you guys how I train. Big G's cutting up, getting a bit lean. Nothing crazy yet, but you're seeing the gains come true. So, fake natty allegations are gonna come real soon. And I love it. So, yeah, we'll do a full body, 1 hour. Boom, man, I'm gonna give you guys some free game on the little mistakes that I see from the guys who, you know, they got potential, but they can really take it to the next level if they listen, if they drop the ego a little bit, and actually take uncle in, because Big G's been doing this. I'm 34 this year, yeah? I know, I don't look 34. 34 this year. When did we start?
It was 15 or 16.
15, 16, bro. Do the maths. Yeah, I need a G-Wagon, man. Someone said, oh, you're sitting too upright in your car. Car's not big enough for me. It's a 4-seater, I need a G-Wagon. Big G needs a G-Wagon. So I need you guys to subscribe so I can get my G-Wagon. Can't lie, I want to get legs out of the way, but I know the people don't like training legs, so if I show them legs straight away, they're gonna drop off. So we've got to start with upper body. One thing I'll tell you, yeah, when you're cutting, see the super heavy maxing out, 1 rep maxes, scrap all that. You gotta treat this like a different type of operation. This is more like art now. We're sculpting. So, cool, I can rack this and pull it, but now I'm trying to target certain muscles. So I'm focusing on the movement, driving my elbows down, contracting. When I'm building, I train completely different, but when I'm trying to cut up, I'm more of an artist. So I'll show you another beautiful set where I'm just literally focusing on driving my elbows down, feeling that contraction when I'm there. I want to feel the muscle. Instead of just pulling it with my arms, my biceps, no, I want to just hold it. So my hands are basically just like hooks. Also your legs, make sure your legs are stable. And now from here, we're just driving down. Getting a nice squeeze. And on the top, we're getting that nice stretch under load. Yeah, that's how you get the back. So again, we want to focus like an artist. We do shoulder, let me do this one. We'll go downstairs for that. All right, brothers, chest workouts are good, but if you're neglecting the back, it's gonna tank your posture because from side views, excessive chest work will have you like this. You've seen the guy who walks like this. Head forward, shoulders dominant. Doesn't look good, looks like a T-Rex. So if you prioritize your back, your posture is gonna be more upright, chest is gonna look dominant, traps, neck, it all is gonna make it look more aesthetic. So focus on your back movements as well as your chest. So not just chest, also do your rowing movements. Your rowing movements, yeah? Chest supported rows, lat pull downs, even something like this, a military press. It's gonna work the rear of the shoulder, so it's gonna balance out your posture and have you standing like this. When I put a t-shirt on, when I put a shirt on, you're gonna know where I'm going. Because the back muscles are there. Now if I was like this, it's not the same. Like this, bam. Look at that, V-taper, waist, lats. It's making sense. It's making sense now. Like this. It's not making sense, bro. Like this. Work your legs as well, guys, man. Some of these guys are not working their legs. So I did say, yeah, that when I cut, I train a little bit different. Don't confuse it with me. Give me the green light to train like a whip. You still train hard, but you train hard in different rep ranges. Like you don't have to go 1 to 3 anymore. You can go 5 to 6, 5 to 8. I'm still gonna load a couple plates and get busy because I wanna keep my muscle. Ooh. 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 You have a plate. 3 plates is nice. 4 is nicer though. So like on a top set like this, yeah, I don't really have a rep range. I'm just gonna get as many as I can. So I can max out. I should be getting at least 5. So I'll try to get more than 5. Guys, if you put the chalk on and you don't let it dry, then there's no point putting the chalk on. It's got a set. How much do you want? 10? I'm joking. I want, not 10. We'll get like 5. Let's go. Ooh. 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 To wrap it up, if you're not losing weight, you're no longer in a deficit. So you need to make a change. So it can be your steps, it can be your cardio, or it can be your food, yeah? But something needs to change to get you back in the deficit. So what starts off as a deficit is not gonna end up as a deficit. It's gonna turn into maintenance. When to get out of the deficit. So this depends on how far you wanna take it. It's for you to decide, cool, I've achieved my aesthetic, now it's time to reverse out of it. So how to reverse out of it? You have to do it slowly. So if you go from deficit straight to maintenance, you're gonna absorb everything and you're gonna blow up. So you gotta do it slowly, like 100 calories a week. Ease your way back out of it, gradually. That way, you're gonna keep your shape and you're probably even gonna look better. So if you've been cutting for a while, yeah, and you look exactly the same, let's define a while, yeah, because most guys, they cut for a couple of weeks, they look a bit small and then they stop. That's not long enough for you to see the actual results. So first of all, set yourself a realistic timeline for where you can see the results. It's not a magic pill, bro. You can't just say, cool, I've been locked in for 3 weeks. Why don't I look different? It doesn't work like that. Like, it didn't take you 3 weeks to get into this shape. It's not gonna take you 3 weeks to reverse it. So second problem is, yeah, some guys, they cut and then they realize they ain't got a lot of muscle and they look small. So that fear of being small again stops a lot of guys from actually seeing it through. Go all the way, see your weak points, and then you know where you need to build. Like I said before, like for me, my chest and shoulders are dominant, so that affects my posture. So me getting lean, it really highlights how weak my back is. But I wouldn't know that if I stay bulky and just feel like, yeah, do you know what, I'm big, I'm strong. Leave your ego at the door, get lean, see what you need to change, and then build a better physique. Remember I said like an artist, bro. This full stack. Some guys will be like this. Maintain that posture that you want to keep. Yeah. We need more. Just say you've got 6 months, yeah? And you start your calorie deficit on 1500, for example. By week 6, you now have to go down to 1200. By week 12, you need to go down to 1000. You haven't even completed, the mission is not even complete yet and you're on 1000 calories. Now it's a battle of willpower. The problem with willpower is, it's not infinite, bro. There's only so much willpower you can exert until you get burnt out. Wife is annoying you, kids are annoying you, at work you've got no focus, you're just thinking of food all the time. It's not gonna work, bro. You're gonna say, listen, the cost to get this body is not worth it. Like the pain that I'm in right now is not worth the price that I'm paying. Because you're doing it wrong, man. Just relax, take a step back. 300 calorie deficit. You barely feel it, and you will get that buy-in because you're seeing the weight go down, you're seeing your strength go up, and you've still got energy to do your thing. The gym is just one thing that you do. It's not your entire identity. That's one thing that I told these guys. You gotta remember that. Like, cool, you're putting all this effort into this gym. If you're a bad husband now, you're a bad father, you're losing money at work, the trade-off is not making sense. To transition out, just say at the end of your cut, you was on like, just say 1800. You slowly fade yourself back out of it to about, just say your maintenance is 2600. Now you've got like 800 extra calories. Use them calories in the gym now to get stronger so that you're putting on more muscle. Now, you're probably thinking, why do I need to put on more muscle? I look good already. The more muscle you have, the more you're gonna burn at rest, which means you can eat more food and still maintain your shape. So now from where you are now to getting back into peak shape is easy. It's gonna take about 3 months, maybe even less, depending on how dialed you got initially. Wait until I get lean. We don't need more chest. We need more back. Maybe one chest supported row. Yeah, that's one of my favorites actually. That's one of my favorites. That's very underrated. All of these muscles that get tight, like your upper back, pullovers are gonna literally stretch it all out, and then you're gonna be like this, bam. The main one here is it's the forward head posture. Like when they're scrolling, the neck just gets used to being like here. Cool, you might have a good physique, but if your head's out of position and you're always here, you're not gonna look dominant. Most people they're walking like this. So something as simple as against the wall, 25 chin tucks. And again, like your shoulders as well. If it's too forward, bring them back. Basically, just training your body to move in a certain way that will make you look bigger just by positioning. Strength to stabilize the muscles in the back, like your scapula, keeping it in the correct position. It's gonna prevent shoulder injuries. Like there's so many carriers, but I'm not gonna dive too much into that because today is about deficits and getting in shape. Alright, we've got 4 minutes left. One exercise that every single guy needs to do to look more assertive, dominant, without losing a pound, YTAs. Let me demonstrate. Okay, a Y, a T, and then an A. So this exercise here will strengthen your mid-trap and have your posture looking nice and dominant. So you'll look assertive instantly, just by adding that in. And start light. You don't need more than 5 kilos. Do it nice and slow. Have each position. So the first position, let me show you with no weights. Keep your posture good. So you don't do this and no, you want to keep your neck in place. That one, game changer for your posture. Yeah, it's common for people to do this, yeah, like, and like they'll kind of go out of position just to complete the reps. Like for every exercise, just try to maintain your posture. So like your chin stays tucked. Boom, just focus on the chest instead of overcompensate. Like, you don't want to be doing this, going out of position. You want to maintain the posture that you want to have in everyday life. Yeah, all chest. Squeeze. Head in position. Alright, done. Guys, a little over an hour, yeah? Obviously, I'm explaining a lot of stuff, talking in between sets, so that will be like a, say 50 minutes max. But that's how easy it can be to be in shape. Right now, I'm starving. I'm ready to feed and replenish. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get some meal prep, and we're gonna just talk about food a little bit. We'll keep giving you some gems. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, guys, let's eat. All right, so this is our post-workout, yeah? My go-to carb, sweet potato. This one, yeah, you can have about 200 grams. Barely any calories, bro. So it'll fill you up. Whereas if you have something like rice, for me, I don't eat rice because rice, I can eat 300 grams. Bro, I'm still hungry. So we've got some sweet potato here, some jerk chicken, sweet corn. Simple meal. We're not leaving this place until we get the macros. I need to know how much protein is in this meal so I can log it. If you want a specific result, yeah, you need to know the numbers, bro. I just want to just go back to the deficit one last time just to emphasize the macros, yeah? So like deficit is all good and well, definitely essential, but you have to do it the right way, which is it needs to be a high protein deficit. That's what's going to help you maintain your muscle mass, your size, your strength. But we want to lose fat, not weight. So we want to keep the muscle, lose the fat. That's going to give us the best result. So the safest way and the easiest way to do it is just to aim for 1 pound of body weight equals 1 gram of protein, right? So if you weigh 200 pounds, your goal should be 200 grams of protein. Now, let's just say you are a bigger individual. So just say you weigh 300 pounds, you wouldn't have to consume 300 grams of protein, right? Because there's not 300 pounds of muscle. So you would aim for a lean target. So just say your lean goal would be 180. Then just eat 180 grams of protein. And then the rest will just be your fats and your carbs. You can distribute it based on your preference. For me, I like to give at least 25% to fats and then the rest will be carbs. So the carbs is gonna give you the energy to actually perform in the gym and day-to-day life. But if you cut the carbs too low, with like, for example, the keto, it can lead to burnout because that is your most efficient source of fuel. So you definitely need to have the carbs around the workout. And just to quickly touch on sleep, sleep as well is definitely important. So if you're not sleeping, you can put in the best workouts to maximize everything that you're doing. Sleep is the #1 recovery tool. So definitely try to aim for at least 7 hours. I'll say don't go below 6 hours because then it's gonna cause anabolic resistance, which is essentially your body's gonna struggle to make the gains because there's not enough time to recover. And then the last one I want to touch on is cardio. Adding cardio once you start to plateau as a tool to speed up the process and to kickstart the deficit again. So start off with just your workouts 3 times a week. Your steps, 8K starting point, up it, 10K once you plateau, up it again, 12K. Once that is not working anymore, then you can add the cardio in on top. Easiest one for me is incline walk. 15 gradient, speed about 3.5. Staying in zone 2, so for me it's about 110 to 130. That's my sweet spot. I can stay there, it's not taxing on the joints, and I can just scale that. So you don't just stay stuck, cool, this is my system, that's gonna get me ripped. No, you have to always be moving the needle because your body's gonna try to maintain and get you back to just maintenance. If you need help, the link is in my bio. We can book a call, help you have clarity on your goal, your biggest bottleneck, i.e. the thing that you're struggling with the most, and give you a game plan of how to solve it. If I can help you, I'll give you the options. If not, I'll point you in the right direction. Guys, that is it. My cameraman has been holding this camera, listen to me out for long. We're gonna let him rest. I need to rest as well. So like, comment, subscribe. If you need one-to-one help, hit me up. If you need a cameraman, hit up Kaz. And yeah, follow me on Instagram at Ginoe Musa. Subscribe on YouTube. Guys, until next time, peace.